Hi everyone. Today we have a live angel reading. Really excited to start taking on lives and being with you and sharing the energy and just answering your question and connecting to the angels and connecting to the love and to everything. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm Hera. Um, I am an energy healer, theta healing teacher, and theta healing practitioner. I specialize in inner child and yeah, anything related to childhood, playfulness, retrieving creativity, and um, and and anything related to that. Because for me, inner child is connected to our wounds and is one of the fastest way to get a healing and one of the fastest way to um, to feel reconnected to yourself, to be able to love yourself, to be able to um, simply reconnect to self-love and loving yourself more, enjoying life more, and reconnected to your dreams and desire because everything resides in childhood. Um, and today I'm gonna play with the cards. So I already had them a couple of days ago, and that's the Light Oracle. It's only in French, but I'm happy to translate, of course. And um, and I hope that you will love it as much as I do. That's definitely the oracle that I'm using when I need an honest answer, when I'm working with the law of truth, and that I cannot bypass the situation. And I'm just like, okay, I need full guidance. Like this oracle has brought me so much awareness, truth, and put me in a place where I had to face what was needed to be told. Because you have oracles that are going to give you a guidance. I would say that is quite nice, and you have an oracle, like oracles are just going to show you the truth and tell you things that you didn't thought you knew you needed, or things you didn't even ask for, just because that's the best thing for you to that's what you need to know, basically. Okay, so let's start. Kaizen. So I have questions from YouTube and I have questions from Facebook. So please don't worry if you don't see the questions, because I have this from all channels. But you can post it, and wherever you post it, it will appear. Kaizen, hello. Can you please scan me to see if I really have a mental disorder? Um, Honestly, no, I can't. I can't, because mental disorder is it's okay. So it's something that um, a doctor is gonna tell you, and I'm not a doctor, so I'm not allowed to diagnose. Um, I can tell you and see what wounds are happening, what beliefs are running in your field, but I cannot scan you and see if you really have a mental disorder. And it's, to be honest, it's a lot of power to put in my hands. um, so that's not something I can do. I can look up and see what is going on emotionally for you, and that might be symptoms that belong that are being characterized by the DSM or by doctors, but I'm not going to be able to tell you if there is a mental disorder. That's something to be diagnosed about. So, but I'm going to scan you and see what comes up, okay? My dear, I'm seeing that you are angry. I'm seeing that there is anger, that there is pain that is unexpressed, that there is even wrath, rage that is residing within your body that needs to be expressed. So, like, Sky always recommends something that I also love to do, and it's to take a pillow and scream in the pillow, or even smash pillows, or smash something. You have, like, even in some countries and in some cities, you have access to breakout rooms. Break No, not breakout, that's on Zoom. No, break. I actually don't exactly know the name of them, but it's basically a room that you can rent, and you will have tools, and you're able to smash stuff. And it just helps you with expressing anger, because we are not allowed to express anger in our society, because that is qualified and categorized as violent or inappropriate. So we don't show, and we don't tell people and children, and we don't allow people to be angry. And so it gives a bunch of adults that are just like um, repressing anger, repressing their emotions, just because we're not allowed to release it in a healthy way. But it's a very healthy emotion. So that's what I'm seeing first, is anger that you have. Um, so I would recommend, yeah, screaming in a pillow. Then you need to clear the energy of the pillow, of course, because you don't want to keep it in your room, or even like sleep on it, which would be, that's a no, energetically speaking. Um, oh, to smash some pillow. That's the first thing that I'm seeing, and behind this, there is like a fear of not being understood, and there is a sensation that you are not being seen, that not you are not being validated, that you are not being heard. So it's about reconnecting to your inner child, and being able to express your needs, and being able to express your emotion. And if you have a family or people around you that are not letting you expressing yourself, then it's not about you. It's not your fault nor your responsibility if you haven't been around caretakers and caregivers and good friends that are willing to listen to you, and that are willing to let you express yourself. So I would definitely recommend journaling. Definitely recommend any activity that will help you express yourself, and it can be through drawing or whatever you like to do, or whatever activity you like to have. But there is a need of expressing your emotion, and there is this rage of having been heard, and this rage and this anger of, like, about not receiving attention, not receiving presence, and being invalidated. Let me put a card for you as well. So I'm getting winter and betrayal. So winter relates to the season, of course, and we are in winter, but it's also about the life season. So it's also about what season you are in your life, and if you feel like there is nothing at the moment, and how you can transmute this energy of calm into spring, which is more bringing in new stuff, and let things grow, and let things birth in your life. And betrayal can come from someone, and that might be why you are angry, or it can come from within and feel like you are betraying yourself by accepting things or tolerating behaviors that are not serving your soul. Okay, so I hope it helps. Let me know if it resonates in the comment, please. Okay, let's keep going. Energy break. Maria. Hi, can you please tell me if there is a divine love partner in the future for me? Let me check that. The answer is mostly yes, to be honest. We all have someone. We all, like, there is always someone. Mhm. I'm seeing someone. I don't know in which country you live in, but I'm seeing someone that is not from the same nationality as you. and seeing someone who potentially lives in another country or that you are going to meet in another country, or might that you might meet in your country, but that is going to be from another country. So that might be something that can be a block or a fear of what do we do when we like each other and we're not in the same place, you know? But I'm seeing him, I don't see him very far away from you in terms of energetic distance, in a sense of you might be able to meet him. The angels are telling me 8 months. So it might seem long, but actually not that much. But I'm getting something like along those lines of 8 months. Yeah. And when I say, and they really want me to be clear about it, but when I say meeting, it's meeting. It doesn't mean meeting and everything goes exactly the way we want to. Like there is also a need of being settled about what you need in a relationship, what you want to experience in a relationship, what you don't want to experience anymore in a relationship, and be really clear about a divine life partner not being a substitute for your own love or um, a savior for you, because it's not the case. That's not the type of experience that you are experiencing with them. um, but definitely there is someone. I don't feel him that far away from you. It might seem a bit inapproachable at first, um, but at least get to know them. Jennifer, I would love some guidance on how to connect to playfulness and joy and creativity, allowing fun. Love that. That's my thing. um okay, so the first thing that I always recommend to my clients is reconnect to things that brought joy when you were younger. What brought you joy when you were a child? What were the activities that you used to do? How did you play? What did you love the most into playing? And then it's about bringing these elements. So when we are in session, we do a list, we make a list, and then we see like how can we bring these experience, all the emotional results to your current life. And for me, it's inviting playfulness and joy in everything that you're doing. So playfulness, it can be when you are cooking. How can you play when you are cooking? Like I remember, I remember. I think it was two years ago. Um, I You know how as adult we use adult things. Like I was using a spatula to cook something, I don't know if it was cookies or I think it was cookies actually. Use the spatula for that, and then I started to decide to use my fingers to play with the sensation, to play with the matter, because there is something we also don't do as much when we are adult as when we were younger, is using our senses. We don't use touch that much. We don't use the smell that much. We don't use it in a playful sense. We use it because it's practical. We became really practical. So I would definitely recommend like starting by um, looking up what brings joy in your life, and what was bringing joy when you were younger, and how did you play when you were younger, and bringing that more into your life. It can be through even um, creating games. I personally love to create games. I create lots of games because that's something I love doing. Um, I've got like two cards just went out of the pack, and it's news and chance. Positive news are coming your way. Um, but that would be my first recommendation. If you struggle to connect with your inner child or to bring more playfulness in your life, it's this like becoming sovereign again of your right to still have a childlike behavior or childlike energy. So can I bring this right to you? I can download you with that. And showing your inner child that she can express herself and that she can go out and be seen. Okay. Yeah, journaling and in terms of creative practices, it also depends on what you like to do, but it's about like creating time for it because we forget to do that as adults. We really do. So it's a strange thing, adulting sometimes. Okay, next. Sarah. Hi, Hera. Can I have a scan on my heart? Any messages from the guides? Would it be possible to send love energy to my sister? Of course. You do that. Hmm. I'm sensing there are a lot of responsibilities for you at the moment. So it's kind of waiting on you, kind of like things that you responsibilities that you weren't that you didn't have to take and that you are taking. And it can be energies from others, it can be things that are happening in other people's lives that you are taking upon you. Um, so let me see what the guides are saying and what it's about. And let me know in the comments if it resonates. It's really important to let me know that because it just helps with being more precise and more clear. So I'm getting discovery and wisdom. And this card is really like the wisdom card, as you can see, it has two eyes. It's about seeing the truth. And the discovery one is about, in your case, and from your angels, it's about discovering something new, something that is going to bring you a new awareness, and something that is going to bring you, kind of like when you are, when you can only see the same thing all over again. It's like you are on one side of a fence and you cannot see on the other side, and it's kind of this idea of needing to like get space and be able to see something from a new perspective. Okay, so can we show you that you don't have to take responsibilities for everything, that you don't have to take the energies of others? We're gonna just send it back to whence it came. And I'm going to send you unconditional love and also send it to your sister. Okay, deep breath. There we go. Okay, gonna keep going. Janice, hi from Pacifica, California. Hey, question. I have frequent headaches. Can you share some insights from the angels about it, please? Yeah. I'm definitely getting fresh air. So I don't know where you are living in California, and if you have access not far from here to maybe a forest. I know that in California it might not be the easiest, but I'm pretty sure you still have nature somewhere. So I would I would go for a walk in a forest. I would go barefoot. I'm seeing greens. I'm seeing lots of greens. Like to get to nature, get into nature, reconnect to nature. You need fresh water. You need fresh air. You need fresh veggies, fresh food, fresh greens. But it's all about like reconnecting to some like even green juices. It might sound very simple as a solution, but it is a simple solution to feel better when you have headaches. And if that's super frequent, I would definitely go check your GP. Um, but I'm sensing that it's about like needing to be more in nature and less in front of a computer. Like they are showing me, like really showing you outside as opposed to being inside with a computer. I'm getting birth as a card and children, which doesn't mean pregnancy. Just so you know, it doesn't mean pregnancy necessarily. Sometimes it relates to children, so it can also be connected to your inner child, but it also is connected definitely to projects and to birthing somebody new. And in that case, I feel like it's getting new habits and getting new, um, yeah, new habits and new awareness that nature can definitely help you reconnect to. It's like being too much in your head, being too much in the questioning, being too much in a space that is not serving your health or not serving your intuition and your joy and your inner guidance, if that makes sense. Okay, Beata. Hi, Hera. Could I please have a message from Angel? Thank you. Yeah, let's pull a card for you, my love. Mhm. I'm always putting severals because I want you guys to have good messages and to have. I got it. Okay. One more, because I really want you to have the most the more answers possible and the right answers for your evolution. Okay. So the first I pulled three. The first that I got is winter again. We already talked about it a bit earlier. It can relate to a moment in your life and it can relate simply to the season of winter. We are in winter, and it can like winter. So, winter, we can see winter in different ways. We can see winter as something that is really harsh, that is really dry, that is really empty, or we can see it as something that is cozy, that is a nice time to rest, nice time to reassess, nice time to create new habits that are going to birth into new project and new things in spring. And the second one that I got is the sun. And the sun is so it's about divine masculine as well, but it's in that situation it can be with divine masculine for sure, but it's also the return of the sun, the return of the joy, the return of the um the warmth and the simplicity and the happiness. And you can see that it's like the sun that is above the line, and it's I interpret it as the sun is always there. Even if you cannot see it, the sun is always there. The sun will always rise. Well, of course, until long time from now. The sun will, will always rise. So after winter, you have the sun. After winter, you have this moment where a new energy is emerging from the ground, where the the trees are like getting their leaves back, where you have the plants that are coming from the ground. So it's about like not staying too long in the winter state. And even when it's winter around you, when you are in a country where it's winter, you can still connect to that part of joy. You can still connect to that part of sun. And the last one that I got is home. So it's about creating that space at home. It's about creating what you need in terms of coziness, in terms of pleasure. How can you bring pleasurable activities, joyful activities to your home? How can you feel safe? Where do you feel safe? What do you need to do to feel safer and to feel like you've built a place where you are not dependent on the weather or dependent on another person and dependent on the situation for you to feel safe, healthy, and warm? Let me know if it resonates, but I'm sensing that there is this need for you to for connection, need for warmth, need for exchange with like-minded people, that you need to like get into a sort of cocoon. It can be like even just with yourself to reconnect to again reconnect to your inner child, reconnect to that part of you that is that needs to express joy. Um, okay. Matt is saying, hi, dear Hera. Hi. I've been feeling so heavy and weak these past few days. Any idea? Let me take a look. Okay. I'm sensing boredom. I'm sensing that you are bored, that you need novelty, that you need something new, that you are sick of doing the same thing all over again, and that you want more adventure and more openness in your life, that you are waiting for that to happen outside of yourself, and that you are waiting for people to offer you to go places or people to create that help you create that change, but it's about you embracing this ability that you have to bring fun, bring joy, and bring playfulness in your life. Because I'm really sensing your inner child being like duty, 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 having to do stuff, having to take care of others, having to take care of professional stuff, having to basically like being constantly in this energy of having to do, and not enough in the energy of enjoying, and in the energy of reconnecting to yourself. I'm gonna get you a card as well, but that's definitely why I'm sensing some heaviness. Is this sensation that that's all that is happening in your life? Or I keep getting the card winter. Seriously, I keep getting it. It's like the third time at least that it came out. So we are in winter, and definitely winter can feel heavy. The second card that I got is moving out. So I don't know if you are in the process of looking for another place, or if you are looking to move somewhere or relocate. That might be a good idea, or it seems to be on the way. It seems really present in this energy. Let me get you a third one and see if the angels have something else to say. Healing. It's a pretty one. I love that it comes from the center, like this. Coming from yourself, coming from God. If you are in the process of moving out and changing house, changing homes, relocating, definitely gonna bring you healing. It's like you need something new. It's about really being just exhausted about like living the same thing all over and over and over again. It's about spontaneity. It's about reclaiming the right to embrace life. Hope it makes sense. Let me know. So, hi Hera, can I have a reading for this month? Yeah. Okay. 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 3 cards again. Men. Travel. Discovery. Again. So it's quite clear. I don't even really need to explain this, but I don't know if you plan on traveling this month, but it seems like a very good idea to go on a trip. We pulled the trip and not necessarily the trip abroad, because we also have a card about going abroad. So it might be on like you're staying in your country, or you're not even necessarily traveling far, but you are traveling, and you might be traveling with someone. If you're a man, it can be you. If you're not a man, it can talk about a man that you are traveling with, and it's about like rediscovering who you are, or rediscovering part of yourself. Traveling always do something. Honestly, if I like, it's we don't. Not everybody loves to travel. Lots of people do. Not everyone. Um, Personally, if I don't have a trip booked somewhere, I'm cracking out. Um, but for me, traveling is one of the way of really getting out of the space that you are in, discovering something new, discovering yourself on a new angle, discovering new people, discovering new cultures, discovering new way of seeing. It's like, it's for me, it's an opportunity from God to unravel the judgment that we have upon ourselves and upon others. That's an opportunity to like be silent, like have silence finally, and be able to fully reconnect. So that's what I'm getting for you this month. If you have the opportunity to travel, go ahead. Energy break. Kaizen said again, yes, it resonates so much. I feel the anger and I've been betrayed deeply by close friends. There you go. And yes, my caretakers never allowed me to express myself, and I felt so much not heard and not seen. Okay, so first, I'm really sorry. Okay, it's I hear you and I see you. Um, and it's really hard to have been through this and to have been through a place where the people that were like the ones supposed to take care of you, to listen to you and to meet your needs weren't. And you have all the rights to be angry and all the right to feel the way you feel. Um, so like really start by like getting this anger out of the way. You can also definitely journal about it, journal about how you felt betrayed, what you felt, because right now you need to be seen and recognized, and even by yourself. Not be in denial of what you are feeling or what you are sensing, because um, when we have been gaslit, we tend to gaslight ourselves. So please, please, please take the time to do this work of recognition and to reassure your inner child. What I recommend usually um, is to, once you've expressed what you need to express, I always take a few minutes with my inner child per day after my meditation. I always take that time and I'm like, that's okay. I'm here for you. You're not alone. That's okay. I'm here for you. You are not alone. And one of the most powerful thing that I do is to tell my inner child the words that none of my caretakers told me. All the things that I wish I've heard, all the things that I wished I've been told, and that I haven't, I'm telling them to my inner child. Like you would speak to a child, you won't, like you would not, unless you really hurt, you would not try to hurt a child, or you wouldn't say mean thing to a child unless you're someone who is in pain or deeply hurt, that is recreating what they've been experiencing, that are keep on going the pattern. But when you want to break that, and when you want to become that good and warm inner parent, you need to start with yourself. So like you take your journal, you take, like you start to write a list of all the things you want to hear, and you tell them to yourself until your inner child start to trust you and believe you. And that's when you create this reparenting process, and that's when you have your inner child starting to believe you more than it believes other people, and it start to believe more about the nice thing that you're saying that all the mean thing that I've been said. But it's a practice. It's a practice of first releasing the emotion and then reimprinting. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Barbara, hi Hera, hi love. Please, can you give me healing, as I want to support that teacher on Saturday with her class? I'm doing everything to support immune system with nasal infection, mucus, cough. Okay, you are tuning in with the group already. You are already tuning in with the group, so already you need to do an energy break and start to like clear and get it, like send it back, because you're already taking in the energy of the students and of the space. Clear your space as well. I'm gonna do it for you actually, or with you if you want to be with me on that. Just starting to clear your space. And I'm gonna cut the cords with the students and showing you that you don't have to take on their energies in order to connect to them. Okay, good. And now I'm gonna send a healing to your lungs and respiratory system. And I'm seeing some dust. So I don't know if you've been exposed to a polluted environment or a dusty environment, but that's what I'm seeing. I don't know if you have a neti pot, which is this Indian Ayurvedic pot that we use to clean the nose and to clean the respiratory system. Might be something great to get if you are often sick, or even just as a routine, because it really helps with any infection, any kind of infection. Um, and I can see that you are working with your immune system a lot and that you're helping. I'm getting ginger. If it's not something that you are already using, I would recommend using ginger if you have no issue with ginger as well. That's what I'm getting. And good luck for the class. Jazz. Hi, I'm going today to Russian ballet. Can I have angel advice? Thanks. Sure. I'm getting the card of invitation and going out. I just don't understand if you're going to Russian ballet as a. I'm getting success. Success. So I don't know if you're going there and you're asking an advice um, because you are going as a practitioner, or if you are going as an invitee, but I'm getting success. Yeah. If you want to go deeper in your question, please ask again, and I can get back to it. Tajinder. Hi, can you ask the angel if I should move back to London? Okay, let me see. Do you want to move back to London? Do you want to? That's my first question. Do you want to? I feel like in London there are professional opportunities for you. That might be the reason why you are thinking about moving back. If that's the case, there is definitely something waiting for you there. I feel like the energy is quite active. So it doesn't feel dull. It feels like an option. It doesn't necessarily seems like the easiest though. Like it feels like there is this warrior energy, but I'm sensing professional opportunities, career. I'm just wondering if you don't feel exhausted in London. I'm just wondering that because it feels like a city that is making you irritated. I'm getting a sense of irritation about it. So if you want to go deeper and tell me like tell me why, um, or how, like why do you feel like you should go back to London as opposed to feeling carried and wanting to go back to London? Like, okay, so one of the reasons why I'm so obsessed with inner child work is that we move from I should do something to I want to do something. I feel carried, I feel guided, and I'm following this guidance because I know that God has my back and that I'm doing what I am being guided to for the sake of my higher path. And it's no longer what should I do to get this result. So of course it's completely normal to be in our heads and to wonder, what should I do, what would be the best. But what happens when you tune in? What happens when you are feeling in the question? Do you feel like, does it feel good? Does it feel exciting? Or does it feel fearful, annoying, irritating, or absent? And starting to moving from what should I do to what do I truly want to do? What matters to me? What are my values? What do I want to follow? So yeah, let me know, because I feel like for London um there are opportunities, but is it what you really want to be doing? Okay. Hi Hera, nice to see you. Thank you. Can I have an energy scan and reading? Thanks. Sure. Oh, I'm gonna show you. Wait a second. Keep getting the same cards, but I think that's because we are in the same container. It's interesting. Okay. The first one that I got is love. It's a beautiful little butterfly. Got wisdom again. And waiting. I don't know if you like, the first thing that I would get with that is that you recently met someone and that you are feeling like you want to move forward, but the angels are telling you to wait. It can be like, that's my first guess, but it can be other things. So let me scan. Yeah, or actually, it might be the opposite, that you are waiting for love, waiting for love to happen, um, waiting for it to occur, waiting for it to be shown to you. And what the angels are telling me is to start recognizing it in few places, in small places. Um, so sometimes when I personally get disconnected from love or from its expression, um, I am doing this prayer where I'm asking, God, can you show me love in all places? God, can you show me love in all places? God, I want to say love in all places. And I'm starting to noticing details. So I go on a walk and I'm starting to notice details of expressions of love and expressions of God. Um, and it helps me reconnecting to the belief that love is always there and that we cannot be disconnected from it because it's in everything. And that helps me, like, this is a very small meditative practice. It's not even something where you need to sit and to connect. It's just this practice that um that says, like, I'm seeing God in this lip balm, I'm seeing God in the water, I'm seeing God in the notebook, I'm seeing God in things around me. I don't need to wait to witness love. I can witness love in all places. And like this small affirmation that when you're still like keep repeating it are showing more of what you want to see in life, as opposed to seeing less of what you want to see, or being so trapped into the idea that we have about life that we keep seeing the same things all over again, instead of trying to see or like trying to witness what we want to see in life and what we want to experience in life. And that is a very dedicated practice, because when we stop doing that, that's when we get a reflection of the world that is first not the truth, and that can become really tragic for us. And it's about turning this around and start to choose what you want to see more of. You know how they okay, so with social media, you probably know that things like Instagram or TikTok or social media are going to show more of things that you want to see. But if you are obsessed over something that hurts you, you're going to see more of it. And what is the result? You're going to be even more obsessed about it because you're going to see more of it. So start to be very conscious about what you want to see more of and less of. Okay. Whew. Okay, keep going. Oh my God, I feel very heavy too. I'm sorry, my love. And your reading is spot on. Okay. I wait for someone to get me out, but I need to do it myself. So accurate. This is yeah, that's something that we don't learn enough about, is this responsibility of taking ourselves out of situation instead of expecting someone else to do that. That's the Karpman triangle. And you have the savior, the victim, and the persecutor. And we keep recreating that. And when we put ourselves in a state of victim, the easiest way to get out is to be responsible. And it's, how can I be responsible for that situation? How can I take myself out of this situation? How can I what can I do now that I could not do when I was a child? Because when I was a child, I couldn't do anything. I didn't have the means. I didn't have the authority. I just had to go with what was created for me. And now that I am an adult, how can I do that as if, again, like when I'm seeing the inner child, I'm always seeing like, what would you do if you have your inner child next to you right now that was complaining, that is unhappy? What would you do for them? And that is kind of the same thing, except that your inner child is within. Sarah says, thank you, you're welcome. TC is asking, can I have a reading, please? Yes. The angels are funny sometimes. They're like, can I have a reading? They're giving me the blank card. The blank card means you do what you want. Invitation, going out again. It's funny, really in a funny container today. Up, spring. I think it's inviting you to be more social and more open. It's inviting you to go out. It's inviting you to embrace the nature. It's inviting you to meet new people, to accept invitations. It's pushing you to that. Yeah, it's taking you out of isolation, and it's yeah, reconnecting to nature, reconnecting to people, especially people, having fun, like stop the overthinking and go out. So Sensei, I love traveling. Okay, great. Go then. Beata, thank you for your message, resonated. Okay, good. Barbara, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Sarah asking, can I have a card pulling for my situation in the next 6 months? Well, man. Let me pull another one. Can mean anything, honestly. Success. I don't know if you're gonna pass an exam. Healing. I mean, I keep getting the same cards, and like, it's funny because it's the energy of the container that resonates in there, and that can also be why we are brought in together at that time, because it's this healing the same type of patterns or having to resonate with each other. That's good. So that's what, yeah, that's what is happening for you, my love, in the next 6 months. A man. I don't know what your situation is, so can be a lover, cannot be. I'm not necessarily feeling that. I'm feeling more like financial or career opportunity, to be honest. Exam success can be also connected to your career, and healing, and that is more on a personal plan. That's for the next 6 months. Excuse me, I'm gonna drink a bit of water. Okay. Can I have insight about work, possibilities, any relocation? Funny, I live in London too, and since move home, I am lost here, but not sure of London again. Mhm. Hmm. Trip abroad. So let me see if there is a relocation. Not now. The angels are quite clear. It's not a now thing. It's like you are going to first look for a job. I'm seeing remote opportunities though. I'm seeing something that you're doing from home. Maybe working for a big company. I don't know where you live, but I'm seeing something related to Sweden, or Scandinavia, cold countries. Um, it seems to be a big company. But I'm not necessarily seeing a relocation for now. Can be in a year from now, but until then, you have so many choices, and you can create so many changes in your life that I wouldn't be able to give you any details on it. But if a relocation is being orchestrated or created, it's gonna be a year from now. But yeah. Tajinder is asking how to work on my inner child. Um, it depends on where you are at in a relationship with your inner child. Do you consider your inner child as a being that is deserving of love, attention, and presence? Do you consider it like someone you should talk to every day? Do you consider them as the key for your well-being and for the guidance to your desires? I would like the first thing that I would recommend if you start working on your inner child is to reconnect to them, is to start to talk to them, is to start to listen to them, listen to your needs, listen to what your inner child has to say. And that would be a first part. And then you can start taking notes. You can create yourself an inner child journal where you start to just get in touch with them. Okay. And after you're saying your husband wants to ask Angel why is he possessed and how to get rid of it. It's not possession. Let me see. It's criticism. It's criticism. It's like having the echo of critics being and of bullies and critiques being performed by men in his family and his surrounding. It's like there are still the voices just chatting around him. That's what can feel like possession, but it's not a possession. It's like all the voices of all the people who hurt him that are still resonating and being present. So I'm gonna cut the cords with them, and I'm gonna remove the psychic attacks and the echo. But that will require also that he works on his boundaries, that he works on um, this inner dialogue with the bully, like the people who bullied him, and that it get like he puts back this this that he sends back these voices to where they came. But I'm gonna remove it from now and asking the Archangel Michael to cut the cords. And I also want to tell him, and the angels are also telling him, that he's allowed to his inner child, that he's allowed to be a boy, and that he is allowed to feel what he needs to feel. And it doesn't have to be that tough. Deep breath. And that they were all wrong, that they were transmitting to him what they were thinking about them, but that it's not about him. Okay. Okay, so it's gonna keep working. Using that. Okay. I'm gonna do the next two, and after I'm gonna need to go. Dana, I Hera, your energy is lovely. Thank you, my love. May I have an energy scan and card reading about this month, please? Sure. Healing and abundance. That's a good one. That sounds like a very good month. Let me scan you with that. I see you walking on a path. So it's like you are quite aligned at the moment in your life, which is amazing. And you have a very lovely path ahead. And it's like you are, I even see you like, going kind of like a fairy, like a little fairy on like on your path and just going and taking your time. So it feels like like a really soft energy at the moment for you. And you are at the right place. That's what I'm getting. Hello, Hera. Please, can I have some guidance from the angels about moving home? I made a big mistake moving here, and I have been very lonely and depressed. I'm sorry, my love. My rejecting me because I moved. I guess you mean family. Blessings to you. Okay. I feel like you needed it for independence reason, that you needed to be independent and you needed to uh, cut something out of your life, and that was your way of doing it, which was perfectly valid coping mechanism. um, um, Trade, discovery. Are you looking to buy a house, buy a home? I don't know exactly the details of why you are staying. Um, if you feel like, okay, let me check actually, because there is a reason why you are the where you are right now. I feel like you're gonna end up moving, but it's like you don't know exactly where you want to go, and because you don't know, it makes you confused and it makes you upset because it's like you are finally somewhere, but you don't know where you want to go. I'm just pulled the sun again as well. So you are protected. You're not here by mistake. You say that you made a mistake, but no, you're not here by mistake. There was a reason why you've done it. I'm feeling that it's because you need to cut out with something or someone. Um, but like reconnect to the reasons why you've done that. There was a reason at that time that helped you, that served you, and you can find what is the blessing in that, what you've learned. But if you feel uneasy and you need to move, then start to reassess where you would like to go. Um, Especially if you're feeling depressed or lonely, and if you feel like there is another place that might be more suitable for you, um, that is an enough reason without the angels to move to go somewhere. Yeah, I hope it helps. Um, all right, we're already a bit over time, so I'm gonna leave it here. I see you again very soon. I wish you a beautiful end of the day, and bye everybody. See you soon.